Hey, my wonderful Capricorn Divine Feminine placements. Christina here, Ginger Mama, coming at you with your September extended monthly Tarotscope. I can't believe we're already in September. Whoa, how the year has flown by. All right, we're going to get into it. For those of you that are new to my channel or unaware, we all hold masculine and feminine energy. Most people are imbalanced in some way. So I break it down by masculine and feminine, not because we do not hold both. We do. Hopefully, as you're ascending, you're aligning with both readings. But if you're more imbalanced in one might resonate more with you. Okay, if you'd like to know more, I have free blog content on my website, gingermama.com, that literally bullet points the different variations in wounded feminine, wounded masculine, healed feminine, healed masculine energy. Okay, so let's get into the reading today. As I was like trying to channel for you, it's interesting because the masculine Capricorn reading, I was discussing eagles, but for whatever reason, birds feel strong with Capricorn energy. And I talked about this on TikTok the other day, actually. This idea of a pigeon and a dove and how they're actually the same bird. It's just doves get more attention because they're all white and pretty and this and that, but inherently they are the same. And so I feel like this energy with you, Divine Feminine Capricorns, where it's like you might be viewing yourself as a pigeon, and nothing wrong with pigeons, but like you need to really embody this energy of like, no, I'm the dove. I'm the center of the show. I'm the star. I'm beautiful. I'm worthy. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay? So keep that in mind. As we kick off the month, on the 5th, we have Venus in Virgo, because we're in Virgo season and all that, right? But Venus is the planet of love, and Virgo is definitely about dependability, routine, reliability. It's that earth sign energy, just like you Capricorns. However, it's also very intuitive, and Capricorns are as well. But because we're in that energy with Venus there, really tap into it, connect with it. Ask yourself, what do I really want in love? What does a balanced relationship look like to me? Then on the 6th, we move in with the Aquarius moon, which the moon changes signs throughout the year all the time, the month. That's not normally a big deal. But what I find fascinating is on the 8th, we have the Aquarius moon still there, but it's conjunct Saturn. And Aquarian energy is all about collective energy. How are we viewing one another? How are we viewing our soul tribe, our soul family? What do we want that to look like? How are our interpersonal relationships with friends, with coworkers, with family? What do we need to maybe adjust slightly? What do we need to pull away from? What do we need to move towards? So really focusing on that and getting, I feel like the entire collective is going to be in this deep collective, like, oh my goodness, okay? And so don't feel like you have to, abruptly cut somebody off, but tell someone the truth, especially if it's friend, family, lover. Just be like, hey, I need to pull back for a little bit. I'm going to reach out to you in 3 weeks, in 4 weeks, in 6 weeks. I'm doing some healing work. And then follow through with that. Mark it on your calendar, okay? Follow through. We want to make sure we're doing that, okay? On the 9th, we have Mercury Retrograde coming up. I know a lot of people get all, oh my God, Mercury Retrograde. It gets a lot of talk in the astrology realm. And there's a reason for it. But at the same time, it's not anything to be afraid of, okay? Please do not fear this type of transit. This happens 3-4 times a year. And oftentimes you get a lot of exes coming back. You get a lot of loose threads in your life kind of asking for confirmation. The universe is kind of testing you. Do you really want this? Do you not? Did this person actually change or evolve? Have you? Where are you going in these connections? And so expect that possibly some communication coming in from people you haven't talked to in a while. And just get very clear on, do you want this back? Do you not? What is it you're really looking for? That's why you want to do that work on the 5th. So once we hit retrograde, you're prepared for what may or may not come your way. Also, travel could be a little bit disrupted, possibly. Same with technology. So be mindful you're saving documents. Anything you're doing at work, you're being very careful about that, okay? So on the 10th, then, we hit the full moon in Pisces. And the full moon in Pisces, I'm telling you. Okay, this is the end of the zodiac wheel. This is some intuitive, deep shit. This is asking you as you're healing, because you've already been healing. I know that, Divine Feminines, you have. This is asking you to go even deeper. Okay, what is the real block right now? What is my true insecurity right now when it comes to love, success, career? Why is it I still am viewing myself kind of like a pigeon and not a freaking dove? What is it? What is it? Go deep with that full moon, okay? And within that energy, no matter what's coming up for you, you might feel all over the place with your emotions. You might feel silly. That's okay. Allow it to rise within you. And I want you to write this down, even if it's just a sentence, and be like, I'm releasing insecurity. I'm releasing doubt. Well, it could be deeper than that, right? Like, I'm releasing fear or trauma, whatever it is for you. Write it down, read it to yourself, and then burn it and be like, I'm giving it to the universe. I'm surrendering that. I will no longer carry that within me energetically. I do not deserve that. I do not want that. That is gone. That is gone. That is gone. Whatever it is, person, place, thing, habit, whatever it is. And sometimes we have to release more than once, right? But continue to release if it's still in your energetic field for some reason, okay? I do sense, again, many of you, it's like this hope. I feel like you keep hoping that like love's coming in, or you want to like give your love to someone else. You're like, I've been healing, I've been hanging out, but like, where's my passionate new beginning? Where's my passionate new beginning? And understand something, the universe is going to bring it to you when it's ready for you. But you have to be willing to receive. You also have to be embodying what it is you're trying to call in, okay? So if you're trying to call in a partner who's, you know, secure in their job and emotionally available and communicates clearly and whatever it is for you, maybe they want children, like whatever the fairy tale is in your head, you have to first look in the mirror and say, do I embody those qualities? Because if you're not stable in your career, if you're not stable in how you communicate, if you are quick to anger or this or that and you're not able to like address that, then there's an imbalance there. It's never going to partner up. Do you see what I'm saying? So again, speaking your truth, if you're with someone and you feel like they're not communicating clearly with you, are you communicating clearly with them? Are you saying, hey, can we discuss this? I have feelings for you. I'd like to talk with you. Right? And you have to be willing to do that to balance yourself out, knowing that, hey, they might be like, nope, I'm gone, ghost. Or nope, I don't want it with you. And that's going to be really painful. But how do you channel that energy into the next chapter, right? And if you've already done that with someone and released it, then continue to release any pain there, any frustration that this person, you know, pretended to be into you, acted like they liked you, and then they ran, okay? The star here right now, I'm telling you, this month in September, you are being called to see yourself as the star, as the dove, as the it thing, because you are. You deserve this. You're worthy of this. Stop believing it's for everybody else. And get really clear, what is it you want? Whether it's career, love, whatever it is for you. Your career doesn't need to be copying anyone else's. It needs to be you being authentic in whatever area, industry, thing that is for you. How can you show up authentically? How can you show up unafraid? Really work with source. Any crazy ideas you have about your career, write them down. Yeah, we have the 10 of Pentacles reversed. Many of you might be struggling financially. That is a sign that you're not really tapping into your true authentic gifts. Maybe you're holding back energy in other ways, emotional vulnerability with friends or family. It could be a sexual energy imbalance, whatever it is for you. But money is the way the universe tests us with our faith and our trust as well. And I have gone through my own cycles of like, I know I'm on the right path, source, but all of a sudden you're pulling money back, and they're like, we're asking you to trust. And so many of you might be in that place of like, they're testing you. Are you going to keep fighting? Are you going to keep going? Are you going to know that you are it? Or are you going to pull back the second it gets hard? What are you going to do? Are you going to fight? Are you going to fight? I think you are. I think you are. Walk away from the past. I know you're carrying a burden. I know. And many of you, especially if you're on social media or you feel like you have people stalking you or whatever it might be, or maybe you're stalking someone else, lay that burden down. Peace out. We're not entertaining wishy-washy page energy, okay? That is not for us, okay? Not for us. We're clearing our energy. Why? Why? Because if you can do this, I'm telling you, do this hard work at the beginning of September, mid-September. By the end of the month, we still have Mercury in retrograde for the rest of the month, okay? So it's a little dicey. But Mercury retrograde will enter the sign of Virgo. It will be in Libra earlier. So if you have Libra placement or your counterpart does, or someone, you know, an ex, you might be more likely to get communication earlier in the month. If they have more Virgo placement, earth sign placement, it might be later in the month. But either way, whether you receive it or not, you're being asked to bring it to yourself. to bring clarity to yourself and to tell yourself, I know I have a happily ever after here. I know how this story ends. I know that I'm the dove. I know I'm finally flying free. I'm finally being me. I am finally authentically me, and I am not caged. I am not afraid. I am going to embrace this. Look at this energy. Look at this. This is beautiful. We also have the new moon on the 25th. As we're entering, Libra season and everything's kicking off there. Venus will be in Libra on the 29th. That last week of September is like romance, like nobody's business. But understand something. Whether you are in a connection with someone or not, this is self-love, self-romance, blow it up, right? So don't think in your head like, oh, it's got to be with someone else. Just know that if you do the work earlier in the month, by the end of the month, whether it's another person, another soulmate, that old person, whatever, okay, you're going to be feeling really, really great by the end of the month, okay? So don't focus on how or who or why, just focus on that. The Magician here reminding you, it's reversed too. Like again, especially with the Four of Wands. Okay, like again, you're trying to manifest love, right? You're like, I think about it. I know how it would feel. I want this new future thing. But again, are you taking action to embody what it is you're trying to call in? Are you trying to call in a masculine who's like so committed and so great and dedicated and works hard and is like passionate and fiery and communicates clearly and is sexy and like great with kids and all this shit? Are you stable in that way? Are you organized in that way? And I know it's frustrating because you're like, well, but no, this is about two people both embodying everything that they need on their own. They're totally self-sufficient. But when they're in this connection, they're sharing energy in a way that's not taking energy. Do you understand? It's just mutually beneficial and exciting and nice, right? But each person has their own shit together. So it's not this expectation that that person needs to provide income or provide sexual energy all the time or always be the one to communicate. The other person pulls back. These are roles we're so used to, and it's bullshit. That's what we are here to break. So really get clear with yourself, especially towards, the middle end of the month. Am I embodying exactly what I want to call in? Am I fully able to be on my own, doing my own thing, confidently, independently, stable in my emotions and my boundaries? Am I able to do this? Because if you can get really clear, and you are, I'm telling you, we got the Ace of Pentacles here. Hand to God confirming. The way I read tarot in my deck, that yellow brick road goes to New Earth. I made this agreement in February when I started publicly reading that this would be confirmation from source. This is also about money, income. Are you stable in your finances? Are you stable in your business? Are you stable in what it is you want to be? And I know it takes time. And that's the hardest part. We want to give up because we're like, it's taking too long. It's not fair. I just want to snuggle someone and go to bed. Well, you can do that, but that's not going to be the right person you want to be snuggling with. Do you understand? You want to call in love that is the highest consciousness, the highest frequency. And that's going to take some work. It's going to take months and months of work. And I know that that's hard to hear, but if you can say, I'm just going to wake up every day and do it. I'm just going to wake up every day and do it. It gets easier and easier and easier. And you get stronger and stronger, and you're going to have reward from the universe, from everyone, because you're doing those right actions, okay? Let's pull a couple Moon Oracle cards before we get out of here. But Capricorn feminine energy, you got this, okay? You guys are hard workers. You got this. You and your loved ones are safe. So again, that idea that you might be feeling afraid a little bit to pull back from other energies that are not serving you, know that they are safe, that they are held, okay? Whether it's the soulmate, the twin flame, the lover, the family, the friend, the coworker, if you're pulling back, it's okay. They have their own journey and you have yours. Work through your fears. Again, the reason you're stalled out is because you're still afraid of something within you. Are you afraid to be seen as the dove? Are you afraid to be center of attention? Are you afraid of that? Why? Write it down. Why am I afraid of this? Why am I afraid of this? Look at the bigger picture. The world needs this. The world needs this healing energy, right? Like, look at the bigger picture. What would happen if all of us really started following our authentic selves, our soul missions, started speaking our truth and being authentic? What would the world look like in a year, in 5 years, in 10 years, in 20? What would occur? And what is my piece in that puzzle? Because it's very, very important, okay? And don't let pride get in your way. Don't let being right get in the way of your success. That's a very earth sign, air sign, any energy, myself included. It's an ego thing, pride. Don't let that get in the way, okay? You are here to pave the way forward and be humble, but yet powerful. And that is a very hard line to learn to walk, myself included. But I promise you, you will get there. If you guys would like free blog content, check out my website, gingermama.com. You can also book free, free blog content, free content on TikTok, free content on YouTube. Excuse me, it's late in the day. But if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, there is a fee. Feel free to book on my website. So I love all of you. Please subscribe if this resonated with you. Also check out your moon, your rising, possibly your Venus placement if you want to get a better picture on maybe where the month is taking you. And I also encourage people to check back, like set an alarm on your phone or something for 10 days or 2 weeks and see if it resonated the first part of the month. Because it's amazing to me with these monthly Tarotscopes, if you come back and check in and you're like, oh my goodness, that really happened. Yeah, I did the work, this is happening. Or no, I didn't do the work and now it's crumbling. So pay attention, okay? I promise you, these are so accurate. It's scary. I watch my own sometimes. I'm like, oh my goodness, that was totally spot on. So I love you, Capricorn placements. I will see you back next month.